for another spoiler? I've always been a man of bold predictions, and I'm predicting that this guy right here, star in the making. Coming out of West London, some of you may know the name, but for those who don't, it's my guy, Central C.
If you got what it takes, I'll take it. This shit took ages, should know that you can't rush greatness. But you're too impatient, 1 million views ain't famous. Need me a crib, no neighbours, mad, need me 1,000 acres. Can't wait till a man's on stages, I'm just not at that stage yet. Million views, I'm grateful, love, broski thinks that I made it. What's the long-term vision? 2M in my daughter's saving. Cat fell back and I thought he fainted. Dirty trap, all the jakes don't rate it. This when I took that L, I thought about jail and I stopped complaining. Don't know about drought, spoke to the plug just now and a lot just came in. Bros over the pot just whipping, you know that the plot just twisting. Bro done a whole lot of missions, meanwhile whole of your block just bitching. So it don't make sense, selling them party drugs. Why'd you think that I'm up 4 AM? Link my sheep pay for the rawest, yeah. Don't you know that talk is bait? Same way bro caught that case when I made 10M, might call it a day. I was young and I still invested, calm business minded. Stay in the trap or rap, or both, I'm indecisive. I was bando sold for surfing, observe I overheard him. One sign I'll burn that bridge, might go left if I miss this turning. Can't make my mind up, I'm in two minds. Not once did I think about quitting, I always knew that I blowed you time. I always knew that hoe weren't mine. I always knew them boys won't ride. Real shit. Why do you think that I roll on my own more time? Let the game commence, I'm up front, they're playing the bench. I heard who's up next, the city been saying a cinch. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I've been on some bullshit, I'm sure it's evident. Deep down I'm hurt, I'm stressing, but with the guys on Friday I'm laughing. When it comes to riding round here, they're stalling, bet in a RN. See what's pull up in a foreign, who's calling and what's it regarding? Dumb hoe just call me a wrongin', I'm common, so what's so alarming? Bare hands I reckon I'd fist him, but the pussy all start backing out kitchen. Bro back in the Camden, listen, handful of bands in abandoned building. If the fans don't feel this, I'll be back in the bando filming. Baby on board on the ding, I had to tell B I don't have no children. I'm not in the mood for pics, I'm hearing kids saying swear that's him. They know the songs I sing, they don't know the life I live. They talk about riding, they don't know about the violent side of things. They see me shining, they don't know about the grind that I put in.
Yo.
2020's been a fucked up year.
Welcome everyone. Today is Tuesday, 6th of December. Beautiful day to be alive. Okay, let's get right into it. So for the news today, we had Australian interest rates, which were as predicted. If we look here, we have trade balance for the US. That's pretty much it. Let's just make sure there is nothing indeed. Okay, there is nothing. There's CAD rates. So we'll probably look at that if we're still live at that point. Okay, let's quickly check the news. Yeah, these were the rates in Australia. Japan, important for Forex to move stably in line with fundamentals. Okay, so let's take a look at, just gonna clear all the charts here. NRT, hello mate. Take a quick look here at gold. Okay, so on the daily, yesterday, as we saw, as we finished the live, we're filling this wick, and we close well below the support here, which, what does that mean? It means this daily should technically flip and then come down at least to, I'd say 1760 at least, I would say, which would be basically 60 pips from the flip. On the weekly, we do know we are bullish, and at any point that could just be the bottom wick. If you look on the monthly, we barely have a bottom wick, so I just think we have a few reasons to come down here. But basically, this created, if you look here, this was the new monthly candle. We had no bottom wick at the time. Last night we created this bottom wick. So at least we have a bottom wick now on the monthly. Because I don't know if you remember, we previously did not. But so I'm still bearish here. Take a look on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we're obviously breaking above the support, coming up to 1780 as we speak, which was a previous zone of interest. So we'll have to see how it reacts. 80, 83 levels, whatever. So on the hourly, basically, what am I looking for? On the hourly, it's pretty simple, I'd say. Yeah, if price comes back below in here, you know the drill. We want some sells. You'd be kind of just ranging. Let me draw it out. You range. You fake out to one side. If you come back in, we know there's a high chance you retest the bottom of this range. At least these lows, these lows. So if we come back below 1775, basically, really good sells. Then for buys, because obviously we must entertain the idea of buys, because you are at this point moving pretty strongly bullish. The thing is, anywhere kind of in between this zone, you can kind of just start rejecting. I think above here, good chance you can fill this wick, but anywhere within this zone, you could reject it and start coming down again, as you did here, as you did here, as you saw here to the upside. So within the zone, I would say it's more risky, and then above here, obviously, you have much cleaner moves. So probably above 1783 maybe. Okay, and then GJ quickly on the monthly, you were looking pretty bearish, right? So you've now come all the way back up, flipping bullish. Remember, on the weekly, you did close below the zone, so we were also expecting sells, but you are coming up pretty strong. But seems like you're starting to potentially start to reject. Guys, we know how it usually works. Monday, Tuesday, you start creating the wick, and then usually Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you move in opposite direction. Now they have volume, liquidity, but maybe here Friday, this was the opposite, and now you're moving up, but you've kind of reached this target. So now I can already see the daily's bearish. 4 hours breaking lows, but kind of just ranging. Can we take sells before that? No, it doesn't really look like it. Maybe below this zone here. 166.3, but this is 15 pips. Because this is kind of what you're looking for in gold, right? You have this range. You faked out to the upside. And now you expect it to retest the lows. So also bearish here on GJ. The question is, where can I take sells? Yeah, I think if we get a closure below here, this could already start getting interesting. Basically anticipating for the next candle to drive, fill this wick, and then push through. Now that you've already kind of cleared this zone, there's no reason for it to react off here again. Okay, but GJ is a bit, it's a bit less clean. The range is to the left, right? But I think below here, it should move pretty clearly like you did. You know, every time you rejected off of it here, you move pretty clearly down to here. Or at least the some lows, enough for us to get break even and out of our position. Dollar on the daily is obviously quite bullish. Now it looks like you tapped into this pretty strong resistance and you're rejecting off of it. This could just be the lower wick for the daily, and at any point you start flipping bullish again. So yeah, but you would have to see this fake out kind of happen on the 4 hours. Until you close back above 105, yeah, 105, you're bearish. But if you come back above here, it could just be a fake out, and then good chance you retest the high. Yeah, similar to this, maybe as you come back in, good chance you retest the high. But for the moment, you are bearish. You have pretty clean ranges down to 104.7. So for the moment, dollar is looking pretty bearish, which means gold should be pretty bullish. Okay, so that's basically it. Hello in the Zoom chat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I was looking for sells basically all morning within this range. You kept on faking out. Look at this on the 5-minute. You kept on faking out, coming down, faking out, coming down. So basically, I caught 2 break evens and then one win this morning. Both the break evens here, I was like 8, 9, basically 10 pips in profit, and then literally flipped on me. But yeah, so maintaining this bearish bias, but I have no problem switching to bullish. Another thing I would actually really like to see to flip bullish is if you start coming down here and show signs that this is actually turning into support, and then create a range fake out, and then above this range we can buy back to these highs. That would be extremely nice for bullish. Yeah, stick buys. Until we see that, yeah, just buy at these highs. As I said, at any point you can start rejecting. It's I guess the danger of buying on a bearish trend. I think at some point, so here basically at this point, when price started to move like this, I was like, okay, if price wanted to reject, we would have broken the lows, right? But we keep coming back up, which means we're not trying to sell. That was my bias. And then I saw this candle here. So here I entered the last position, which got break even. Also had like 9 pips in profits. I entered right here on this new 5-minute. On this candle right here. Basically, I had support here. I was like, okay, you're closing below. Sell. Had like 8 pips profit, break even, whatever. But so at this point, I was like, okay, so now we're really not going down, so we must push up. Obviously, I had just taken a sell, so I didn't want to start buying. But I think basically above here would have been a nice buy. But you would have to, yeah, you would have to be quite patient. And if you look, it's not that easy to buy because every time you are making higher highs, but look how ugly this price action is. This is pretty ugly if you're in buys, that is. It keeps looking like it's about to reverse. You know, you make a bullish candle and then look, big bear, boom, 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 boom. And I guess the buyers were able to fight through this bearish pressure, and then after here it's a bit smoother, I guess. Okay, a bit later. But yeah, this looks much smoother after on. But still, this is why you don't want... Look at this 1 minute right here. This is why it's harder to take buys. For example, if you had taken the break of the highs, you get caught up in these fake outs. Back into selling pressure. This was actually a nice fake out here. How much did it break? 10, 15 pips. Right here, the fake out. Close back below. This was a pretty nice move, actually. Maybe I'm talking too much. Jonas, what's up, bro? I'm doing pretty good. And you, mate, how are you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see this. This 15-minute, yeah, the bearish closer and then the fake out wick as you flip bearish. You would have entered like basically right. I think this is the 30 minutes. This is the low. Okay, this was a pretty nice position. But we're gonna be patient because now that you're coming from the upside, basically you could do something like this, right? You can start rejecting and then continue pushing back up. So now we're gonna wait for... I am gonna wait for 1775. Okay, boom, boom, easy, easy. Let's see what Bloomberg is telling us. U.S. futures waver as rate bets thrown into doubt. Markets wrap. Markets struggle for direction Tuesday as traders weighed prospects of a slowdown in the pace of U.S. rate hikes against data that suggests tighter policy may be needed for longer. Contracts on the S&P 500 edge higher following a third day of decline on the index from Monday. Futures posted modest events. Resilient U.S. economy and sticky inflations are countering optimism about reopening in China. Financial conditions in the U.S. have not quite sure what this index means. Financial conditions in the U.S. have eased. Bloomberg U.S. Financial Condition Index. Yep, no idea what that is. Let's see the 5 things we need to know for the day. How are you guys in the chat? Hope everyone's doing pretty good right now. Let me actually see if maybe I can share this link somewhere. I'm gonna be a bit sneaky here and see if I can share. Guys, it's pretty crazy how as soon as you don't stream for like a few days, the algorithm just crushes you. They just see you as not consistent and they don't want anything to do with you, basically. But anyways, big bet professional investors overseeing a total of 5 trillion are loading up on bets that a recession can be avoided. A lot of money. According to a study, Goldman Sachs ambitions amount to wager that the Federal Reserve can tape inflation without creating a recession. China latest. You know, I tend to probably agree with this. I think, damn, how do we go from 8 viewers to jumps 3? I was doing this once, I remember on the stream. We kept on climbing up to 8 and like 7, 8, and then boom. Climbing back up, boom. China latest. Trade malaise. Conditions continue to deteriorate across the world. Factories and ports, even ahead of peak holiday season. Caution markets. U.S. equity futures trade in small ranges. Latest trade balance figure. Okay, maybe it is important. We'll see. Let me quickly check how these markets are doing. Wow, we touched perfectly this zone. Was that yesterday? Yeah, similar to gold, basically looking pretty bearish. On the daily, you had this channel, right? So this, because it's on the daily, it's even more probability you faked out. So now we should eventually come retest the lows and then potentially extra. But once again, these are the targets. All this here is extra. Yeah, basically don't even need to touch my analysis here. This, what it's doing right now, is kind of exactly what we want to see on gold. Some type of fake out. Oh. Some type of fake out. If we can come below basically 3,300, 950, there's a good chance we retest the lows and then potentially move further down. Expect that fake out, kind of similar to gold. Guys, what we're talking about on the dollar, remember what we wanted to see. If DXY can fake back in within this range, there's a good chance we continue moving bullish. Yeah, how's the music? Is it too loud? You guys barely hear it, actually. Let me just see if you guys hear this well. Okay, now it's kind of just a game of patience to see exactly what I want to see, and otherwise, you know, maybe no trades for today. But once again, for me to take buys, I'd rather price to come down, and then we can take the buys back up. Kind of basically exactly what you're seeing here, right? You have a range, you fake out, and then you can take the buys back up, clean candles, except this is on the 1 minute. I want to see this on like the 15 minute. You see what I mean on the 1 minute, how this can be pretty nice? Obviously this is a tiny range, so not this, but basically this concept is exactly what I want to see on the 15 minutes or 30 minutes. We can come down, fake out, and then we can take the buys to retest the highs. I'm just answering an email quickly. So it does look like there's quite a lot of bullish momentum in gold. Here you kind of have a W shape, right? Can expect to retest this, but here obviously is the harder zone to buy. I'd rather see, even it doesn't even have to retrace that much, but even retrace a bit, and then from here we can take these clean buys. Hopefully analysis made sense. Let me know if you guys have any questions about what I'm looking for. Let me know if you're looking for something else. Who knows? But yeah, fake out back into this range would be pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. How's everyone doing? I am doing pretty good. Went to the gym this morning. Today we did shoulders. I know I normally do shoulders on Fridays, but probably just do it twice this week. Today's supposed to be rest day, but had the energy in me. And as you guys know, shoulders is my favorite cuts. I think just, especially aesthetically, it makes you feel, at least for me, it makes me feel good about my body, you know. Okay, guys, 5 minutes to New York Open. Let's see if we can get a bit more volume in. You know, this is lining up well with pretty much exactly like yesterday. Look what happened yesterday. On the opening, you range, you fake out to the upside. This first bearish candle is New York Open. Come back within the range, and then you move down, which is exactly what we were looking for yesterday. Look at this, 12:45, right? Or starting 12, basically. So 1 hour, let's say 7 a.m. Eastern, you start retracing, and then boom. Here, starting 11 and 12, you continue, and then maybe we can come back down on New York Open. Regardless, if we're taking buys or sells, I want to see it come down. So hopefully it comes down. Otherwise, guys, pretty big day here. Guys, we have Switzerland playing tonight. Up Swiss. If Switzerland win, I'll do a giveaway tomorrow. How does that sound? How high can gold come? Yes, this is what I was trying to say. Anywhere kind of within here, you can start rejecting. Once you close above here, it's like this zone here becomes quite clear, right? I make this say green. This becomes quite clear. Look at these clean ranges. Anywhere below here, you can start rejecting. But if we could get something like this and a fake out here, we can start buying here back to this high. Because it's pretty, like, regardless of which direction you want price to move, at least this is how I look at it, you want to see, it's much easier to target current ranges. For example, Asian high would be a decent target, let's say if you're looking for buys today. London high, whatever. So now here we have London high, right? If New York can come down, start ranging, we can target London high again, right? And this here is your move. Yeah, you can leave a runner, and this here is extra if it does move. But this play right here, this zone is where the money's made, where the income is made. Oh, this is bonus, you know, end of year bonus. At least that's how I see it. Okay, 2 minutes here. The GJ is coming down a bit. Do you want to sell within this zone, or is it better to wait this next? Let's see on the higher time frame. Yeah, this seems to be a pretty strong 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, GJ just kind of lets clean. But for the weekly to start flipping, this daily to reject from these highs, this 4-hour. So there are a lot of things adding up. Look how you basically rejected, and now you're coming back down, which means basically bullish momentum is dying off. Which means bears are still in control. So I think we'll see how it plays out. We missed this range, no big deals, 10 pips, and then this next range I think definitely will be a good range to look at. Looking like you're gonna close basically no top wick again on gold. Kind of looking like the opposite of down move, no bottom wicks. You have a small top wick, but okay, there you go. New York opening. You're pulling back already, which was what you were kind of expecting. Can we get a repeat of what happened? Look at this nice fake out here. This is okay, guys. Try remember this, right? Do a photographic photo of this, like right here. This first candle's the opening, and that is a nice move. Look at yesterday, first candle of the opening. Just one boom bearish, and then you kept moving bearish the whole session. Same thing right here. No, this was NFP, but you want to see the top wick no matter what. Let's see. Okay, I realize I have no water, so I'm just gonna go get some water. And let me put JD Elite right here. How are you, mate? Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. It's good. You had a nice weekend and all this. Oh, hope she feels better. Did people go crazy for Holland? Not really. Damn, you play Friday. Definitely gonna watch that. Damn, Friday and Saturday we have some nice games. Hopefully 2 nice games on Saturday. Damn, Brazil. That England was gonna do well. Okay, 1 game at a time, 1 trade at a time. Okay, guys, as you see, this low is being broken here. 30-minute low. So I'm seeing exactly what I wanted to see. Unfortunately, we don't have this top wick yet. I know quite a few people will potentially be looking for buys, maybe as it flips. Probably 1781. That has a good chance of playing out, especially of how clean this range is. But yeah, for me, take out to the upside, you say, and then come back down again. It is, but then again, I don't know. It could just move. My guess would be that if it flips and breaks the high, it would probably move. But for me, I don't want to buy just because obviously, as I said, the daily is so bearish. And these are pretty strong zones around. Essentially, start rejecting it anywhere. So for me, the buys are much harder. That's why I really want to see a retracement and then buy it back up. I'm only considering. No, I'm considering it after here. Sorry, you're gonna have to rephrase that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for me, it's just I don't know. It's like basically all the other times this morning, if you would have bought the buys, you would have kind of gotten crushed. Besides, like the initial, or even the initial workout, you would have. So yeah, I prefer to just follow the trend. And I guess you could argue that you could sell down to this zone, but obviously now, looking how bullish you are, you don't really want to sell either. We'll see. Maybe honestly, what would be the nicest thing would be for this trade on the 4 hours. If we can close a bit lower, well, let's say you close here, and then basically expect this continuation of yesterday, that would be a pretty beautiful trade. Yeah, well, just the top wick and then. Yeah, well, I guess it would depend how it sets up, but yeah, exactly. But for the moment, guys, we're just ranging. GJ, on the other hand, is starting to flip bearish. On the hourly, let's see where you reacted on. So GJ has a really nice fake out on the 1 minute. Is there news for GJ? Let me just make sure. No, there's nothing. Regardless, we're gonna wait a bit. I've noticed most of the losses on the stream come from early trades, so we're just gonna wait. As I said, worst case, this is a tiny range. Like, it looks big, but GJ's not been moving that much. This is literally 10 pips. But it is a good sign we're starting to break lows. Now let's just see if we react from these lows and start rejecting, or if we indeed want to push through. And if we want to push through, we can push range, and then on the break the low again or whatever, we can sell. Don't worry, guys. What was the note of yesterday? There will be a second chance to enter a trade. There will always be. But based on how price is moving on gold, this is essentially identical what happened last time, right? The hour before moved bullish, and then the new hour just completely recovered this bullish move. We've already created a lower low on the hourly. I think there's a good chance we get this fake out here. And once again, if I miss this move here, which is 30 pips, that's not a problem. Below here, we still have basically 100 pips to the yes, or even this morning's lows. London lows, see, is 100 pips away, so. But this is setting up quite nicely for the sells that we're looking. Let's see if, how you react once you basically come back to this channel. If you start rejecting and coming back up, which is possible, or if you just start coming in. GJ is breaking lows again. Could we have entered? Let's see, we'll see. Guys, as I showed you, I've taken 3 trades today already. So basically I have 1 trade left for the day. So I'm going to make sure it's the highest quality trades possible. Christian Reese, is gold going down? Once again, if I knew that, I would be rich, mates. I prefer gold sells, yes, but at any point it can do what it does here, fake out to the downside. Because now you've made a higher high, right? So technically you're bullish. Sells are much nicer when you make a low, you retrace, and you can aim these lows again. Now you could say on the higher time frame, well, that is actually what I'm saying. I'm saying on the higher time frame, well, look, yesterday you made a low, Asian kind of retraced, London kind of retested that low of what's called New York session, and then retraced, and now maybe New York gathering these lows, to these better orders to retest these lows, which is kind of what I'm expecting. But for the moment, I can't be sure of this, because basically price could come up 85, 90. Basically, as long as you respect this 90, 95, 90 level, you're still bearish, as long as you don't completely retrace this move. But obviously, as we're on the smaller time frame, we do acknowledge that there are still trades to take up to those zones that we will not neglect. For example, now this zone here from 1779 to 1781, you have clear ranges, right? You have a clear 20 pip back up. Interesting things. Dharma Durai says silver mic. I don't know what that means. Silver. You want to look at silver? Not sure what you mean by that. Okay, interesting. GJ still moving. Let's see if we fake out of this zone or if we move bearish. Guys, once again, the priority for me when I come to the charts is to guess the direction correct of the session. For the moment, we guessed price could retrace. It's doing so we're happy, and now we just patiently wait. See if we fake out, if we move down. Look at dollar. It's doing exactly what I said I wanted to see it do. Fake out on the zone. Now, if we close back within here, look at this 4-hour. Good chance you can come retest the highs. Vice versa, gold can retest the lows. So now we wait patiently. But it is something to consider. If you're faking out right on the opening, can you potentially sell? Because this move right here, right? If this happened, let's say, if this was happening right now, I would take the sell right here, right? But obviously on the open, and there's still no top wick. Can't forget that. But yes. Dharma, Durai, let me know what you meant by your comments. You're still here. See what crypto's doing. Yeah, same thing with gold, kind of faked out, at least on Bitcoin. Should move down. Ethereum, the same. XRP, the same. You're bearish. Solana is looking pretty bullish. Daily broke the highs. 1 hour is kind of doing what you... So basically what you're seeing right here on Solana on the 30 minutes is what I would want to see with gold, right? You have this clean range up, you come down, you create a range, you fake out, price comes back within, and then you can buy back into the highs. And this zone here is exactly what I want to trade. So here it'd be from 1401, 1402 basically to 1420, 1415. But I don't know, it says 15 pips. I don't know if that the ranges work the same. Like, you can just have bigger position as the stop loss is smaller. But that's correct. It's equivalent to like 15 pips, or it's multiplier. Yeah, no, I know, but let's say just for educational purposes, if I was to open a position, I would open, let's say, 10 lots, and that would be $1,000. Yeah, well, that's what I would, because on my broker I can buy Solana, for example. No, it isn't lots. Yeah. But what I've seen, at least on other like Bitcoin, people have tiny lots and make huge gains. So. Well, I guess lots in Forex are in one lot represents 1,000 micro or 1,000 micro. Okay, guys, so we can see gold is coming down, but struggling a bit. You can see you have bearish moves that are recovered. So not clear signs quite yet that it's bearish momentum. You close no bottom wick on the 15. So this 15 is basically just pure bearish price action. Matic looks pretty bullish. If I inverse it for sells, obviously this is inversed, but you kind of want to see what you have right here, this fake out. You can come back within the range. If you break, there's a good chance you come down to, or I guess, sorry, come up to 0.92 at least. And then this would be extra. This candle wick is filling. but definitely looking bullish. Eight, seven. Yeah, obviously that would be on a much higher time frame, but that probably does make sense. You would just have to see confirmation that it is indeed rejecting and not just pushing it. Okay, guys, this candle here was COMEX open. You can see pretty strong bullish price action. If you are looking for bulls, if you wait for, let's say, a 5-minute closure and it closes back within this range, there's a very high chance you can retest 1780 at least, and probably 7081. But keep in mind the 15 did close bearish out of the range, and you are bearish trend, but you tap perfectly this trend line. You are back in the range, so I am acknowledging that there is a good probability that price comes up and it would make sense create that top wick. I will not be active on that, guys. This is why we didn't take GJ on this range, expecting fake outs. And now with this fake out to the downside, it kind of looks like you can retest its high. Because the daily did break the high. So I guess technically speaking, you are bullish. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You make the high, you retrace, you fake out, and then break above. So I will potentially actually consider this. Let's see if we're able to break 30 minutes high and come above 166.6 basically. If we start closing above here, maybe we can get buys actually. I was too focused on the bearish, but I think actually yesterday was strong bullish. They broke the highs. Yeah, never mind. Probably look for, it would kind of be something similar to here, right? Made a high, retraced pretty deeply, and then you can retest the high. Okay, that's pretty cool that I saw this now and not after the move happened. Let's see if we can get buys above. So basically, you're looking for both on GJ. Sells below, this would be confirmations you are indeed rejecting, and if you're coming back up, potentially we can retest the highs. And if you miss, even if you miss this zone, maybe above 16.8, so it's a clear range, so no stress. Okay, guys, so here there's two things I can learn from this. One is I was right to not take sells at the break of this low and wait for the price to come back within this range, because exactly what's happening now is expecting, like it did here, it could do the same thing. And the second thing I can learn from this is if COMEX gives you a fake out, it's probably going to keep pushing. Yeah, you would have gotten if you bought back up here, yeah, you would have gotten 10 pips. Nice. And it reached basically exactly 80, 1780 on the dot, and then rejected. Oh. Okay, so pretty happy with that. No, so now there's a high chance you at least retest the high, and then once the hourly flips, good chance to keep pushing. But I'm not looking for buys quite yet. Honestly, if I could see something as I had drawn on the... Come on, man. Let me draw it again. Sorry, guys. We can get this top wick and then close around here, and the next one can give us this, which would also be the new 4 hours if you remember. And even if you miss this initial move, you can probably get a second down move down here. Because don't worry, if we're going bearish, we're gonna move. Or it just closes here and then the next one does comme ça. Which could be interesting too. Buy stop on the break of the highs. Maybe. If we start showing signs that we're rejecting from this level again, potentially. Or if you close, yeah, okay. So it wouldn't be on the. Could it be on the 30-minute? Probably not. I'd wait for the hourly, and that would probably be enough confirmation for me. If it closes here, the next hourly fakes out, gives me that top wick of the previous hourly. I will take sell stops the second time we break from this zone. Because the first time we broke out of it, it faked out. Not a problem. But if it comes back again, there's a good chance it breaks out. But we'll look at that. Okay. Okay, GJ. GJ is just ranging. Been ranging all morning, basically. Is there big news for GJ this week? Not necessarily. Let me see when bank holidays are during the Christmas period and all that. I'll probably stop streaming the December 16th. Or maybe the 15th even. And then, yeah. Monday. Damn, so there's basically just one day where the markets are closed. And the first. Crazy stuff. JD, are you currently in any, what, I don't know if you call them trades or investment positions, like short-term one? But that's it, right? You're not in currently in something. Yeah, I guess it would make sense. You recover the, I don't know what this was, Wednesday. Oh, FOMC. Okay, you're about to have the 30-minute closure, guys. Gold just closing in the range, basically. Guys, by the way, if Switzerland win tonight, there's a giveaway tomorrow. Let me write that. Maybe I'll give away $50. So come back to the stream tomorrow. Well, come back regardless. So gold kind of closed right back in the range. I do expect this 30 minutes. Obviously, you closed bearish. I'm still looking for sells. It's doing exactly what I would want to see it do. If you can come up and just create this wick and close something like this, then on the next hourly candle, which would also be the 4-hour candle, you can get this position. Then again, it could fake out. We're just gonna have to see how it plays out. And guys, I'm not forgetting, I've taken trades. Worst case, no trades today. I'm a new man. I don't need to take a trade starting today. New man. Yeah, I mean, if I was looking for buys, yeah. Yeah, that's why I was asking about the pips, because it's not a big range at all. Yeah. Exactly above 14.15, you have a nice to fill this wick and then continuation. Oh yeah, that's a really nice one. Oh yeah. But yeah, you already have a decent amount of confirmations that price is indeed potentially trying to go up and not. Yes, unless this 4-hour flips again, which I see you have different 4-hour closures. We refer to sweeps as fake outs on this channel. Fake out. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I guess the only issue is 30 minute doesn't have a bottom wick, but I don't know how. I can see quite a few candles don't have bottom wicks, maybe with crypto. Yeah, this 5-minute range and the fake out. Obviously, these are all much riskier. Guys, by the way, gold has now a top wick. Here. Yeah, I guess you also need vol. I don't know when volume is, but yeah, once here, basically once this 30-minute closed above on the flip here, you could have fall back to these highs. But I was watching an interview yesterday, some trader, and he's like, everyone's a great trader at night. You look back on the day and see. Good. On what? I guess it makes sense. People, yeah, exactly. But it's high risk in case. Okay, guys. So this is. Remember what I was talking about? We can create this top wick and then start rejecting again. Look at this 30 minutes here. If we start closing bearish, or at least flipping and then closing, this I think will be a nice sell. But don't forget, you are currently breaking highs, so technically you're bullish. So these are riskier trades we're looking for. Safer trades are below here. But I'm gonna wait to see how it plays out, if it plays out first, and how it plays out. If I deem it as not a good trade, I won't take it, and we'll wait. But now, interestingly, if you come back up to the highs, now that you have a top wick, there's a good chance now that you break. Bullish, sorry. In this song, there's like a whispering, and I thought you were whispering at me. Or like in your mic. Guys, there's the 30-minute flip. Do you remember what I drew out? Draw it out one more time. You can close around here. On the flip, and then on the break of this low, we can take the sells. But you're kind of just ranging. It looks like price is setting up to have volume later in the session. Morocco, Spain, will I watch this? It's kind of inconvenient times. I think they should make it like 7 and 9 p.m., but I guess for that's way late. Ranging. It's quite common. Like, for example, look at this move. You see once you see big ranges, after that you could get ranging for a whole day even. So yesterday we moved down, what is this, 300 pips? Yeah, 300 pips. So maybe today just range. But to me, the move down, the pullback, and then the second length, this fake out here is, I can just tell by the way it's starting to set up that the fake out is happening. Think Pots. Hello, mates. Nice to see you again. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you've been in this chat before. Wow, this song is beautiful. Fortunately, it's gonna go into lo-fi. Ideally, I would play classical music in these lives, but I've had complaints about it, so maybe once I'm too good of a trader where I don't care about anyone's opinion, I'll start doing whatever I think. But this music is pretty peaceful. Okay, gold's reacting at this level once again. I guess depending on the time, I would take it now, but obviously you have 4-hour closure in 20 minutes, so I'm not gonna mess around with it. But it also makes sense that it pulls back here. Think pod. Do chart patterns like double top and double bottom matter? I would say yes. They matter because it shows you signs of basically either buyers or sellers lacking volume, right? Lacking positions to go down, good to move back up. And I mean, I think any pattern that you've heard of, whether it's, let's say, a triangle pattern or a head and shoulders, fake outs, break and retest. If you've heard of it, there's probably a reason why you've heard of it. And if people talk about it, there's probably a reason why people talk about it. It's because it's relevant, right? So I would say it matters. Would I trade, let's say, a double bottom? No. But you could, or a double top? No. But you could use it as extra confluence. For example, if you're looking for sells, what is the? Let's say you were looking for sells, right? This, you have a top, a double top, you can call it, which is matched with the fake out, matched with this trend line. So you can easily take sells below here back to these lows. This right here would have been a beautiful trade. So, I mean, on this channel, I wouldn't call it a double top. I would call it a fake out. But basically, they're all just different names for the same thing. Like, I guess right now is a double top. But I'm just calling it fake out. Which is looking pretty beautiful. Not going to lie. How much would we have on the flip? We would be up 9 pips. That's not a problem. As I wrote in my diary yesterday, there will always be a second chance to enter a trade. If this closes around here, the next 30-minute candle will probably move. Like it did yesterday, right? Nice, 15 pips from the flip. Guys, there's not a problem. As I said earlier, even in this stream, as long as I get the direction right, that's all I really care about. Because seeing this, even if I'm not in it, is just building and building and building my confidence. And maybe in 6 months, I'm taking 8 trades a day and they're all right. Who knows? 12 pip stop loss. 20 pip targets. Yeah, I would have been in a 8 pip drawdown at some moment. And with spread and stuff, I'd be up 12 pips max. Maybe I would even be up 10 pips. So we haven't missed out on anything right yet. But price is indeed confirming that it's not trying to go up. And instead, dollar is Ooh, okay, so you faked back out and then you're coming back in, which is pretty strong confirmation. Dollar wants to push up, which means crypto should also be moving down. Man, these 5 minutes with no bottom wick and then retracement, I've been caught in like the last few days. I've been caught in so many of these. Crazy. Even like right here, I was up 9 pips. Literally, this probably would have been the identical trade. I was up like 9 pips. Then it just starts reversing on me. This, like, I'm trying to catch, right, this move right here where you have like 30-40 pip moves, but I haven't been getting them. Well, we got it yesterday, in which I missed it. This morning I caught this one right here. It's quite nice. But still, they're constantly just coming back. I want the ones that just run. Which is usually what you get in New York, so maybe we get that today. It's equally a 15-minute without a bottom wick. Let's see on other brokers. Okay, on my broker there is a small bottom wick. Breaking lows again. The 4-hour is pretty bullish though. But what I'm looking at is whether basically what I was showing, maybe we're just getting higher time frame fake outs. Kind of like here, right? And if this new 4-hour can create stop wick and then push down, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Just for the moment, still looking pretty bullish. This candle should fill the wick. Wick fill, wicks don't lie, you know. So one day we take early trades, we lose. So then the next day we don't take an early trade and we miss out on trades. But guys, look at this hourly. Now you have a top wick. Yep. Fake out. Look at this fake out. On the 15, on the 5 it looks okay. On the 15 it looks ugly. On the 30 minutes, this is just... I want to go back to the stream and show exactly what I drew out. Now you have a top wick. It didn't build it. Okay, so I drew the hourly, right? We have the top wick. Oh no, right there. Right there, guys. To the T. And the wick has now been filled. Nice. That's a 25 pip move. It's the flip. 30 pip move, basically. Now suddenly this 4 hours are looking much less bullish. Now, if you're in this trade, you know your target's been met. It moves extra. But now you're kind of entering a dangerous zone. which basically at any point within here it could start rejecting. So I will probably, now I kind of have to wait for price to come back below 75, which is like 15 pips from the low. Or can you sell here? Kind of all depends where you have your trend line. Incorporate these higher time frame trend line. Perfect tap of it, rejection. And the higher to the low would be yeah, that's why I don't really like trend lines that much, because it's a bit ambiguous. What's GJ doing? GJ's just ranging. Probably get volume, maybe London close. We have news? Nope. Well, there's a trade balance. Oh, which already came out 20 minutes ago. Which was pretty good. Damn, they have an $80 billion negative trade balance. But no, I don't think there's any news, no. Did price move a lot? News? No. Okay, so next time I'll probably be more confident, and if I see this happen again, I would take the initial sell. Probably on the break of the the break of the 5 minute, which is basically the break of the 30 stops 70, 80.5, and then your targets these lows. Trade balance, yeah, that already happened. And it was better than expected, but it's a yellow folder, so I don't think too relevant to the market. Well, we saw there was no real spikes or anything. Okay, 7 minutes here to the 4-hour close, and GJ is breaking the low again. So now there's a much bigger chance that we come down. Obviously, you have to wait for the 4-hour. Hopefully that makes sense. I mean, what's nice about this stream is I can already tell my analysis is getting better and my trading getting better, or maybe not trading, but at least the direction of the market. Maybe I haven't quite yet figured out how to monetize that information for myself, for my trading. But at least, for example, this, because now that I'm explaining it over and over, even yesterday I was explaining it. Now because I spent 30 minutes explaining it yesterday, today I remember what I explained, and we're seeing the exact same thing. Look on the hourly. It's not the exact same thing that you saw yesterday. Look at this. Pure bullish price the hour before, tiny wick, and then straight move down with like a wick to the downside. Straight move down to the wick to the downside. To the T, but as I said, I haven't figured out. Sure, I'm calling out all these things, I'm not making money on them, so they're pretty useless. But this, now that I've seen it, next time I would definitely take. Well, I explained why I didn't take it here. If this was happening in this range, I would have been in that sell. But here, it's like a... You're selling basically into buying pressure. And it was the last 30 minutes of the 4 hour. But I guess there usually is still volume in this hourly candle. I mean, this 30-minute candle. Okay, well, there's news, but 30. Yeah, exactly. This one kind of ranged. That's what I didn't want to be caught in. See, this one. This one moved. Shh. Look at this fake out. Oh. I think we traded this. Was this news? Maybe it was news. That's some beautiful shit. This is a nice chill Tuesday. Sorry, I was just answering emails again. Okay, guys, so if Switzerland win, there's a giveaway tomorrow. So everyone wish for Switzerland to win. I'm doing reverse psychology. Damn, we're not favorites like that. Ooh, they should have put Ronaldo here, Shaqiri. What is it? The two only players to have scored in the last 5 Euros and World Cup. Well, Spain, what's the probability here? I guess Spain is... Let's see the lineup. Ziyech, Tosboy, Asensio, F. Torres. When I first saw this, I thought it was Fernando Torres. You know, it's not spelled like this. But I was like, no way, man's alive. Starting for the team. Okay, so now we're pulling back. I'm asking myself, can we get the exact move that we did on the 30 minutes on the hourly? Can price come up? Obviously, it needs to happen like this. Can price come up, create the top wick? Can we sell it on the flip? Can we do that? I think the answer is yes. How big is... Your range is 15 pips for the wick fill. I'm gonna have to see how it lays out, but if you close below, and obviously price has to first move bullish and then flip. If it just moves bearish, then I'm not interested. But I think we could potentially get a trade here. Okay, I went to get water and I haven't drank any water. Okay, there you go. You're closing below. Let's see where the 4-hour closed. 4-hour closed below. I guess depends where your support is, because it could be. But anyway, the hourly closed below. You have a top wick here. Obviously, it's a 4-hour top wick, so I need a decent top wick. And then 15 goes bullish. I'm gonna need a bigger wick than that. And obviously, you guys know I don't take trades within the first minute, you know? Price can come up, move in like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, guys, I'm picky. I am picky. I don't want to lose my profits for the day. Let's see if that was that enough for the 4-hour top wick. You retested that zone, I guess, perfectly. But I have to follow my gut, my intuition. So 10 pip mark would have been basically at 1777. So I'm keeping an eye on 1777, seeing if it moves now, then I was wrong to wait. And if it doesn't, comes to 1780 first, I would have probably hit stop loss. Maybe even sooner than that. It would have been like this zone here. Was I wrong to not take this sell? Find out in the next. Find out soon, probably. Guys, I'm not worried whatsoever. If price wants me to take sells, I'll get more sells below here. So we'd have probably entered, yeah, around here. Would be up 7, 8 pips. If I was wrong, I'm gonna start crying, mashing everything. I mean, price pulled back. But I'd want to see maybe more ranging. It just moved. At 30-minute can also close here. Next 30-minute closes here, then we can sell, no problem. The only thing you don't want is price to start closing back within these ranges. As long as you stay below, we're good. Close back within here, there's a good chance. Retest the height and then potentially move further upwards. If this flips and pushes, that would probably be our 10 pip mark. Yeah. 1777 would have been securing profits and all this. It's a bit more than 10 pips, but we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. So basically this wick fill right here. Price close below, yeah. Sometimes it may be good. There you go. So we would have, I would have made, have a positive trade. Just. Maybe I wouldn't have time to exit. Yeah, technically, as I said, we should fill the hourly wick. So yeah, the first one we missed it, and I said, "Don't worry, price will give us a second chance." Maybe that was the second chance. Or it's the opposite, and you're creating a bottom wick for the 4 hour flip, which actually on the 4 hour flip, it's pretty nice because you come back within this range, but obviously you could start rejecting it. So yeah, pretty simple. I'm just going to be waiting for sells below here and then potential buys above here. And there are some more sells to take within here. We just have to wait for closures. I have to wait for closures. Nah. 2075. I'll be 75 years old. Goldman Sachs economists have taken a stab at predicting the path of the world economy through 2075. Now that's some good stuff right there. 2075. Two decades since they famously outlined long-term growth projected for a so-called BRIC economy. Countries, 100 countries. Global growth will average 3% a year. Down 3% from the last. Okay. Emerging markets will continue to converge with industry nation China, India, Indonesia, Germany, Nigeria, Pakistan, Egypt. Yeah, of course, the dollar is still going to be on top. The US is still going to be on top. Income and quality will continue to rise within the country. Price is kind of ranging here. Tap into this zone you did, okay. Okay, 3% a year times can you compound here? So it's 50 years, right? 55 times 1.03. No. 1. I'm being retarded. Sorry, not retarded. I'm being, yeah. Can't do a simple compound calculation. Okay, so basically you take it. Okay, now I figured it out. I had to do it on my tongue. Let's say you take a random number, and we're just trying to calculate how many times the economy is going to grow over the next 55 years. to the power of 55. 50 divided by 10. So average economy is going to grow 5 times. Five extra money. Be on it most. Look at this GJ range. I guess the volume was all in London. I mean, this fake out was this 7 a.m.? Man, I was awake and I didn't even look at GJ this morning. Look at this. You have a top wick 10 pips. Moves 100 pips. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop looking at gold. Start looking at GJ. And then the opposite. Not look at GJ in the afternoon and not look at gold. But both pairs have kind of just been ranging gold here for 2 hours and GJ for 7 hours. So we are just chilling. No questions in chat. Nothing. Just chilling. Guys, when does Premier League start? I have time to watch a game before I go home for the holidays. December 26th. Nope. How many games am I gonna miss? Chelsea, Bournemouth. Chelsea, Man City. Crystal Palace. Okay, Chelsea, Fulham won't be there. Guys, who has a book to recommend me or a concept? JD, I know JD has concepts for me to feel like reading after this. Try to go read about. Nope. Is there a book or a long article or something? I need to watch ICT's videos. No, he does Wyckoff, right? Okay, well, this is a nice long article I can read. Okay, well, we're keeping it simple here for the viewers, guys. We're just looking at this moment. The idea is that we continuously keep learning. We implement new, I don't say strategies, but new variables for trading. Ooh, and I'll probably do a giveaway, another giveaway for 100 subscribers. Hopefully we meet quite soon. Probably do a giveaway 100, 250, 500, 1,000. I think it's 1,000 followers you can start monetizing your YouTube. Then I'll be more convinced to do longer streams. Okay, so gold's kind of just ranging, reacting off these levels. There's the new 15 minutes. Maybe if... Because guys, what are you... This is what you're getting right now, right? We can get a fake out. This new 15, potentially we can come down. If this can happen right on NYSE, and then you push down, I will take those sells. Nice, nice. So now I have something more concrete to look at. I'll actually, let me see. Yeah, I think the ranges are big enough. So potential sells here. If we can get basically the next 30-minute on NYSE to come up, fake out, we can sell on the flip. Hope price doesn't do it right now on this 15. But that's... Or as we learned quite a few times on the stream, usually price doesn't fake out just like here and it moves without faking out. The price could potentially start moving now and retest this low. Which it looks like it's trying to do. Guys, I was listening to an it's called interview, like audio, no, not audio, yeah, an interview, a podcast. The guy was saying, if you ever take advice from someone under 25 or 30, you're stupid. So never take advice from me, guys. I haven't been through enough shit in life to give anyone advice. I kind of agree with. Well, I don't really give advice, I just give my opinion. Okay, look at this 15-minute about to break previous low, which is 30-minute, current 30-minute low. At that point, you should continue moving. There you go. So it's interesting because, yeah, if we would have gotten on the initial flip, we would have never been stopped out, and we would have... I would have. So now there's a pretty high chance you retest the previous hourly low. How many pips have you moved since New York Open? You have moved 45 pips. $10 pips since I said we can probably drop now. Keep calling out positions and not acting. Not out of well, multiple reasons. One, I have one trade left for the day. Don't want it to be good. And two, they don't match the criteria that I want to see. But once we have a closure back within this range, I don't even know how this range is drawn. This makes more sense. Now there's a good chance right, when you're in a range, you fake out, there's a good chance you retest at least the bottom trend of the range, and then usually the bottom. So plenty of ranges to come fill. Let's see NYSC open in 10 minutes here. Let's see how the crypto is moving out of curiosity. Bitcoin's bouncing, Ethereum's bouncing. Okay, most of them are pumping. Is that foreshadowing the lagging gold? Because as we know, gold usually lags behind. I know traders or traders and trading firms, you know, from the 80s, 90s, they call it the grandpa. I think they call it something like that. But anyways, so time being, gold's moving down, so that's all we're looking at. But yeah, basically, okay, actually no, I'm definitely gonna wait for below here, because anywhere above here, this could just be the bottom wick for the gold, and then it flips bullish. But if you start coming below here, pretty good confirmation that you are indeed not going up. Because I don't want to be caught either in all these rejections. Unless the range is big enough to sell to these lows. But once again, I'd have to see the fake out around here. And actually, never mind. We've already reached the lows. The target's been hit. I want to say now you actually maybe even can take buys above here. 4-hour flip. Obviously, it would have to close in particular ways, but price is coming down. Okay, so I guess my highlight for the moment of the stream is predicting that at no point price was bullish. New York Open pulled down exactly like it did yesterday. We predicted the top wick to be formed, and I guess we didn't take that initial entry, which pushed. This current candle, for me, the top wick wasn't big enough, which I guess we also missed on a push. But as I said, I've already taken a few trades today. I'm not too desperate, let's say. Well, I'm actually quite the opposite. I've one trade left for the end of the day. Lets me open. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a Wordle here while we have 5 minutes. So NYSC open. Rain. I know that he isn't there. Arrive. Ear it. No. Ear up. Seoul. No, what am I doing? RA. Let's look at GJ. Yeah. Finally breaking out of this range on GJ. So potential buys here. on NYSE. Harpin. A blur? Is that a word? Okay. Amber. We're going for it. Let's go. GG, guys. GG, GG. Okay, as I was saying, GJ could be potential buys. Right back down. Potential fake out maybe, but with the timing you don't really like that. It could just be a pullback for NYSE. I mean, dollars. It's going to be the second 30-minute candle closure within. So you have more and more confirmation dollars trying to push, which means gold should really drop. But we shall see. We shall see. Well, about to be 2 hours in this stream right here. Time flies when you're having fun. Yo, JD, does Holland beat Argentina or what? Damn. Messi? Yeah. I've watched your games too. I feel like you guys are pretty good. Pretty decent. Okay, you guys are I mean, we're seeing sudden volume here. GJ's falling, gold's falling. So I'm thinking, are we doing all this to then push? Is this just grabbing better price for NYSE? To then push up? Let's check, quick reminder to see where gold closed. Less today? Okay, way lower. Damn, now this is just falling right now. Who's feeling pretty stupid for not being in these cells? 30 pips. Okay, they have NYSE open. let's see if you just drive. Basically have no bottom wick. On my broker, you have no bottom. I guess on both you have tiny bottom wick. GJ is looking a bit better, but you're just closing back within the range. But look at this 5-minute rejection. This should come down to these lows. Can you take a sell when price retests? Can you take a sell? Kind of inclined to say yes. Oh wow. Okay, gold's now retested this 4-hour zone. I don't know if anything's happening right now. Because like price is moving abnormally. Let me just check my news terminal. World Bank payments over the next 2 years will remain high due to rising interest rate. World Bank. I guess the World Bank is saying a bunch of stuff. World Bank, debt service. Payments on public debt by world's poorest countries expected to surge by 35% year on year. No idea if this is, or if it's just volume in the market. World Bank cyber talks on a Monday. I mean on 1st of January. These guys determined to get their message out. Yeah, I think I should have trusted my analysis more. We had two 30-minute closures. How relevant is the fact that this, I mean, if you look at previous wicks, it's kind of a normal size for wicks. Yeah. GJ, I think. Okay, well, I'm glad we didn't enter. Oh, no, we wouldn't have been activated, but we keep a close eye on GJ. I think if we start flipping bearish, I can put a sell stop at the slow here. Anticipating this to indeed be a fake out, and then price will drive. As long as the 5-minute closes below 500 level, you're good. Okay. Where did yesterday's price close? Here. Where did it open? Okay, so you open basically exactly. Are we gonna open? I mean, react off of where we opened yesterday? Probably not. We've retested this zone. Okay, 35 past now. Usually we start to see a bit more volume at this time. See if we break the highs again. I mean, on the 15, this fake out here is beautiful. And on the 5, as long as you respect this, you're still looking good for sells. Gold, look at this range here. I think gold's we can finally say if price comes back above, you can start buying. Because this is what I was talking about, right? If price can come down, fake out, which would kind of be this, we can take the buys above here. Because now it kind of looks like look, if I invert this, right, you have your zone, and now you're like faking out, so you should come back down. Okay, let's see how this 5-minute closes. Oh, GG's coming back down. Okay, maybe we're finally getting some positions here. It's been a pretty dead stream. Okay, anyway, let me get quick bathroom. Okay, you guys have moved. How about okay, hourly's flipping bullish, 4 hours flipping bullish. So I kind of want to see like fake out back below, and then the second time we come, I'll put the buy stops. Damn, that gold move. Perfect, better price for NYC, and then push. Textbook stuff. Gold fake out. I mean dollar. How big is this range? Right now, sorry, I'm kind of zoned out. Right now, I'm just looking where we could potentially take some buys. Problem is, price is not going to come down here, is it? But that would be a pretty nice place to buy. I will probably start buying at 1777.5 if we start basically forming what you're forming right now. Just a bit lower. Ooh, GJ is breaking the previous low. Was that our opportunity right there? Okay, GJ is breaking the low. Interesting, interesting. Not any, of course, obviously. Good chance of hitting targets. Gold, on the other hand. Yeah, gold looks like it's gonna start buying here. Once this candle basically flips bullish, if it does, I'll be entering. That makes sense. Yeah, it does. Okay, right there I'm in a buy. 6.5. We're basically right at break even right now. Let me show you guys where are the stops. Right here. And you're aiming to retest these highs and then potentially move further higher. Let's see. Probably not gonna have time to manage this. Gonna let it run. Have an 8 lot going. New 15-minute, you kind of just needed to push here. We're currently down like 4 pips. And not do that. Let's see, let's see. This looks like it's about to hit stop loss. To me, it makes sense to retest the high. Okay, yeah, now you have a top wick, so you have, if price is moving down, you have no more reason for it to continue moving back up. There you go. Trend is your friend. Basically exactly 10 pips stop loss. Puts me at like break even for the day. Yeah, I mean, to me it made sense. This started looking like a fake out, right? Started pushing above, and I thought that we would easily retest this zone and then move further. But I guess higher time frame, because you didn't even break the 4-hour high, so I don't understand why would price would move up here. Why would price? Okay, 30 minutes about to flip bearish right now. Anyways. So we're probably gonna get these sells then. Maybe we're too impatient. But this buy could still play out potentially. But this fake out on TXY. Yeah, I guess follow higher time frame. Follow higher time frame bias. Okay, we get it. Anyways, it's the way it is sometimes. Now suddenly you're looking pretty bullish again. Guess it was just potentially just digging deeper. Where is our entrance again? Oh, I just closed. Entrance was at entrance was 1777.6. Okay. So basically, yeah, this line. So anyways, probably just gonna call it a day there. Don't want to overtrade or anything. Yeah, basically it's still slightly in profit for the week, but basically I break even now. Hopefully tomorrow we get those good trades. Anyways, thank you everyone.